No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
Thanks for coming back, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hopefully all is well. Stay-at-home order has been lifted this week, so things are starting to feel a little bit more like normal. A new one on the channel, obviously. If you haven't noticed, I've been trying to do more, not just macro-friendly, but healthier versions. This is right along those lines. I've never done a gluten-free option. So for all of you who suffer from celiac or are just feel like gluten is not good for you, you will like this one. You also could do this one keto friendly if you wanted to. I will explain more in the video. Basically, you would just remove the oatmeal that you put into this and keep it with the other ingredients. But a really cool one, we're adding some great organic ingredients. Coconut flour, almond flour, and basically kind of mixed and matched these and threw this together to make this. So what are we doing here today? We are doing mini birthday, gluten-free birthday cake bites. So basically, there's a lot of recipes out there for energy bites of different kinds. You can do them no bake. As you will see, these are half baked. So basically, essentially, if I was to title them correctly, it would be birthday cake mini half-baked cookie bites. I like that better. That's what we'll call it. Birthday cake, half-baked mini cookie bites. So it's a mouthful. They're delicious. If you are tired of eating processed protein bars, just make these. It took me, no joke, as you will see, like 10 minutes to make these, if even that. So you can make your own protein bars really easily, and you know all the ingredients you're putting into them. Cool thing is, you can mix and match all different kinds of ingredients in that too. You could, as you'll see, you can put in dried fruit or chocolate chips or different things. You can make a glaze with honey. But anyways, check this out. This is my newest recipe, a gluten-free cake bite. And these are fun. I think you will like these. Please subscribe and like if you haven't already this channel. I appreciate you. And let's have a great 2021. Here we go. Pretty easy one to put together as long as you have the ingredients. First thing we're going to do is this Bob's Red Mill almond flour. Highly recommend doing organic. Highly recommend doing super fine. Otherwise, it's going to come out kind of grainy. So start with this. We're also going to do organic coconut flour. Again, I highly recommend organic. You could technically use just regular flour, or you could technically use just all almond flour or all coconut flour, but I found the combination of the two really makes for a nice texture. We're going to be using some Quaker oats. The 1 minute seemed to work best for this. You could use a different kind. You could use an organic version, but you definitely want to get, do not use the steel cut. Steel cut come out not good. So that, we're gonna need a little bit of honey. Now you could do stevia as well. For this particular recipe, I'm using just all honey. And then we're also going to be doing these Bake Believe sugar-free milk chocolate. A good option here is raisins, or you could also use dates, or I did try it also with cherries, dried cherries. So again, if you wanted to do this keto friendly, you could technically do it without the oatmeal, and you could do the whole thing with almond flour, coconut flour, and I almost forgot we need one more thing here, guys. We're also going to be using this keto orgain. You could use any type of protein. I am actually using vanilla. I grabbed chocolate, but I'm using vanilla. This one in particular works really good because it has the MCT oil already in it. So when it cooks, that oil helps to make it stay so it doesn't dry out, basically. So you could use a normal protein powder, but I might suggest you add a little bit of coconut oil in that, or a little bit of butter, just so it doesn't dry out as much. So this one's great because it already has it in it. So we're gonna throw this together in a bowl, and I'll show you our next. We're adding our dry ingredients in the bowl first. So you're going to do 30 grams of almond flour. You're gonna do 30 grams of coconut flour. You're going to do 40 grams of Quaker oats, instant oats, and you're going to add in the honey at this point. Oh, I'm sorry, the 2 scoops or 40 grams of the protein powder. So however you do it, roughly 40 grams of your protein powder seems to be the magic number. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our honey and our chocolate chip. Check this out, guys. So Now you're gonna do 20 grams of chocolate chips and 42 grams of honey. So basically just read the label. Every serving is different depending on what brand you buy. But again, local or organic honey would be best always. And now we're gonna mix this into a dough-like texture. Guys, you want your dough to look about like that. I had to add a little bit of water just to get it to stick together more. You could add more honey, but obviously that's going to add more calories. I also added a little bit of salt and a little bit of vanilla extract just to add more of kind of a cookie dough flavor. So now I'm gonna make up the cookie dough bites and I'll show you how they look. So now you're gonna take them and basically just pinch the dough and roll it with your hands into balls. So basically these come out to a little over 100 calories a bite. They are not huge, but I can tell you right now from eating these already, they will fill you up. You will not need more than 2, I can tell you that. And they are full of good carbs, good protein, and like I said, if you're on keto diet, just skip the oatmeal, skip the chocolate chips. You can still do this with coconut flour, almond flour, and protein powder. It's just the oatmeal basically thickens it up and definitely gives it a little bit better texture, but I've done it both ways. So now you could literally eat them just like this, but what I'm going to do is throw these in the air fryer. You can put them in the oven as well, but air fryer seems to work best. 315 degrees for 8 minutes. They don't need much time. It just crisps them up on the outside and then keeps the center soft. So you'll see what I mean. They're like half-baked cookies is what they should be called. So I'm going to show you what they look like. What I do, guys, is make a little cream cheese frosting for the top of these. Again, this is completely optional, but I found that when you add a little bit of this to the top, it makes it really, really good. All you need for your cream cheese frosting is fat-free cream cheese and a little bit of stevia. We're going to put this in a food processor. You add a little bit of water, and it makes a really quick, really good protein frosting. While those are cooking, we're going to make up some quick protein frosting. Really adds a nice touch to this recipe. All you're going to need for this is some stevia or sweetener of choice. You can use honey as well, but I do like this pure. You're going to need some fat-free cream cheese, and you're going to also need a little bit of sugar-free vanilla pudding, also a little bit of vanilla extract. So you're going to combine a full block of this cream cheese, 30 grams of stevia, and a box of the sugar-free pudding in a food processor and blend it until smooth. Done. It looks just like that. I mean, this, you can see why I call it protein frosting, because it is exactly like cream cheese frosting. Way less calories, much more protein in the fat-free versus the normal version, and it tastes amazing. So it's a great option to use to your healthy protein baked. Now they look about like that, guys. Basically like a chocolate chip cookie. The coolest thing about this though is they're super soft inside. They are still like half baked in the middle. You want to let them sit for at least, I would say, 10 minutes. If you let them sit longer, even better. They get better as they cool off more. But man, these taste so good, and they're just like a combination of a donut hole and a chocolate chip cookie, half baked. So I'm gonna let these cool and show you what the final product looks like when I add a little bit of the protein frosting to it, guys. Really changes the whole dynamic of it. Adds a totally great flavor. So highly recommend adding some of this protein frosting. Obviously the sprinkles are to help to get the likes on YouTube and more subscribers. So anyways, try this out. You could add a little Cool Whip Light to it. You could add a little bit of chocolate. You could dip it even in like a sugar-free caramel or something of that nature, but it really adds a nice texture and touch to it. Highly recommend these. Try these out. I think you're gonna love it.